Yeah. Welcome to Compai's Expat channel. Everything expat. In this video, I'm going to talk about why certain expats are successful and how you can be a successful expat as well. The first thing you got to do is come to the realization you want to be an expat. You want to move out of your home country. Once you get to that point, the next step is, where am I going to go? I suggest do your research online, but do not put so much value into what you're going to read online, what you're going to view online. What you need to do is get boots on the ground. Go to that country. Check it out. And you need to start this process years before you're planning to make the move. I was down here in the Dominican Republic in Sosua 7 years before I moved here. Now, I was hell-bent on buying my first property out of the gate, but I was looking at a lot of other countries in the Caribbean. The reason that I settled on Sosua in the Dominican Republic was price point. With my income bracket, I could buy something down here and be on the ocean, be close to the beach in a small little beach town. So I did my research on many other islands and then settled on Sosua in the Dominican Republic. What you want to do too is you want to look at your second and your third option. Just because you have a mindset of this is the country I'm going to move to, it's a lot different when you're living there. And it's a lot different than going there on vacation. Going anywhere for 4 days, it's just to give you a good idea of the layout of the land. What I did is I came down here for a week, then the next trip was 10 days, the next trip was 2 weeks. When you start thinking of the country you want to go to, and this is going to be that country, you need to start spending extended periods of time. The honeymoon phase is great anywhere you go. You want to get used to being in that country for an extended period of time. And I tell people all the time, down here in Sosua, if you can live down here in July, August, and September, you got it licked. Because they're the slowest months and they're the hottest months. And they're my favorite. The next step is, after you figure it out, okay, I want to be in this country. The next thing you got to make sure is you have enough money. The worst thing you want to be is a poor foreigner in a foreign country. I don't care how cheap it is, how inexpensive it is to live there. If you're rolling quarters to survive and eating plate of the day, it's not a good existence. You want to come down here properly monetized so you can live the lifestyle you want to live. That means I've seen so many people come down here. They start renting a nice apartment, then they start doing nefarious things. They start drinking too much, start maybe doing a little bit of drugs, enjoying the company of women too much, and the next thing you know, they're moving out into a barrio. They get themselves in trouble and they're gone. I don't want to see that happen to you guys. I want to make sure you can come down here, live the lifestyle you want, in the area you want to live, and have a longevity doing it. A lot of expats flame out. And another reason they flame out is because they can't adapt to the culture or learn the language. Where I live in Sosua, it's a tourist town. Everybody speaks English. You don't have to speak Spanish. But your existence down here is going to be much better if you understand the culture. Just the simple little things, like wagging the finger for no. That tells them, this guy knows what that means. He does it. He's been here a while. Let me go get low-hanging fruit someplace else. Just being able to have a conversation in the native language goes so far. It shows you have a respect for them. It shows you appreciate being here. When I'm walking down the street, if you're ever walking down the street with me, you're going to see more Dominicans and more Haitians. Hey, compai, ¿cómo estás? Yo, hermano. Because I have a more of a daily interaction with the locals than I do the expats. because I'm working with the locals. I'm giving them jobs. I'm giving them business. I go to their restaurants. They're, I live here, so I have that interaction with them on a daily basis versus the people down here are partying. The other thing is relationships. Not everybody is adaptable to have a relationship with one of the locals. That can either make or break a person down here. If you're going to do it, you got to understand the context of what's expected for you as a partner. Some relationships, you got to pay a monthly stipend. Now, does that make them a concubine? Yeah, and the clear definition of things, absolutely. But you're providing them stability. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that stability for them, their family, and their children. And it's socially acceptable. That's why an individual, men and women, I got women staying in Casa De Compai or dating, have men 25, 20 years younger than they are, so it cuts both ways. So, and it's socially acceptable because you're expected to help the family. So as I'm explaining these, I hope everybody's seeing the transition. You narrow your country down, visit more than one country. Make sure you have the proper finances to live the lifestyle you want to live. And then once you're here for an extended period of time, you start immersing yourself into the culture and learning the language. Next step is, do you want to get residency? Do you want to get a permanent residency? Do you want to get a driver's license? That goes a long way into assimilating more into the culture. I know a lot of expats who live out of a backpack. They spend 3 months in the States, they spend 3 months in the Philippines, 3 months in Thailand, and 3 months in the Dominican Republic, or 3 months in Colombia, 3 months in the DR, and then they go to Asia. Put yourself in a position to where you can pick up and go. You have the finances to do it, and you have the ability to adapt to different cultures to live the kind of lifestyle you want. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. I live the lifestyle I want to live in the country that I want to do it in. And I'm doing the business I want to do. It's a great feeling to have that liberty to be able to do it. So it's up to you to be able to make it happen. And it's more doable now than ever. As things are getting more expensive in Canada, the United States, and Western Europe, more and more people are understanding that. Like my good friend Johnny Davis says all the time, the American dream is alive and well, just not in America. Thank you, Johnny, for letting me use that. And it's true. It's true. I enjoy my life as being a full-time expat for 8 years and doing business overseas for 15. My only regret is that I couldn't have done it sooner in my life. But you don't want to be that expat that moves premature. See people do that all the time. They come down here, they try to do a business they don't know how to do. They think they're going to be the next latest and greatest real estate agent. It's hard to do it. So you're better off waiting a little bit longer, making sure everything is as well as it can be for your transition. And it gives you more time to prepare, more time to learn the language, more time to understand the culture and what's expected of you when you live here. Guys, thank you for watching Compai's Expat channel. If you need a place to stay while you're in Sosua, please check out my business, Casa De Compai, fully renovated, the whole business. Every condo's renovated, upgraded, everything. I'm a hands-on owner, operator. So again, my WhatsApp should be in the description down below, along with my email. God bless. Be safe.